first thing is here on the frame, and as you can see, the swing arm is bent, so I'm gonna try to straighten it a little. So after measuring, this side is about 8 millimeters higher, so I'll try to bend it back. Yeah, maybe I went a little bit too far, but that is just a really tiny piece. And also I have new lights for the compact, so we'll be doing them soon. There is also like this thing that when you put the frame in a vise, you can just put a piece of copper wire in here. Then when you spin the wheel, you can see like if it's bent and all, and you can adjust it when you are changing these things. When you are straightening the wheel, you can do it like this. Okay, I have a few dents, but it's mostly straight, so I think I'm good. Yeah, the swing arm is finally straight. Like maybe this bike will finally go forward like this, you know, not like this. Also the front fork was bent, but I have a new one in here, and this shouldn't be bent. This one should be good, so we will check that too. Okay, so I put here the front wheel too, and there is a little bit of difference. I think it's okay, should be fine. Okay, so I have these new pieces for the neck, like here at the top and at the bottom, and I need to heat it up and hammer them in. So I have this contraption set up here, but it should do the job. The place where the balls are is like worn out or something. These ones are brand new, so there is nothing like that. So I always had like a problem with when I braked. Like this is the front front fork. When I brake, it always went like this, you know, like a bit closer to me, because there was always play in here. So now there should be no play, finally. And also I forgot to mention, I have these like bushings new. These were rubber ones before, and they were like done basically. They were torn apart and shit. So these are new, and also these things, like to put grease on them, because they are brass, I think. Okay, so this is the part where it always gets overwhelming, because you have like everything that you need to do, you know. The old one is bent, so I'm making a new. Okay, so because the new bushing is like poking out a little in here, and this steel part is a bit on the inside, you know, so I had to grind the nut like this, you know, these corners. Let's see if it won't touch, because I don't want the nut to touch the brass bushing. Yes, that's perfect. exactly what I wanted. Okay, so I adjusted these chain tensioners so they are the same length, and the stand is not touching the wheel, so we should be good. I will check after a test ride, but it should be okay. So yeah, that's good. So I have a small problem in here. I don't know if you can see it. So I will have to cut one of these off. I'm not sure which one. Okay, so the grinding is done, but you just seen like everything on this bike is custom, like except the rear shocks, they are not custom. But everything that you do, you have to make something yourself, you know? Like for the stand, I needed to make that plate, you know. For this, I just basically cut a piece of threaded like rod, you know. But like everything that you do, like the cylinder, like the engine had to needed to the engine needed to have a bigger hole, you know, so the cylinder fits. Uh, just like so many things on this that have to be custom made. Even the thing like this pipe for the carburetor, like that is made from a guy that makes them at home, I think, and he makes them custom, like, you know, like the exhaust, it had to be like there was some like, at least that's just my guess, like there was something that he had like a prototype, and then he just customly fits it, you know, like so the exhaust is custom. Like the throttle here, I had to modify there something too, you know, like the grips, they are not meant for this for this, like just everything has to be custom, you know. And like yes, that's the beauty of it, but sometimes it just gets annoying, you know. Like okay, I have wider tires. For the tires I needed to like stretch the fender here, you know, like the front one too, and the new one that fits this fork, the new one is plastic, so I don't know how I will stretch this one. I will just have to find a way, or somehow use the old one, you know. So like yeah, that's just the story of how Babeta is, you know. There are like very few like complete kits for something, you know. Like there is one guy that makes kits for headlight, like for a LED headlight, and he also makes them at home. And he makes a lot of things, you know, like he makes also the clutch for this. I have that one, and like yeah, like it's fun and it gives your bike the more like personality, but it can be like annoying sometimes, you know. That is why anything that I do with this takes so long, you know. And I also want to add like disc brakes, and for that I will have to make everything custom myself, you know. Like okay, I will get the disc, the pads and the caliper, and that's it, you know. Like the rest you have to figure out yourself. So yeah, that's just how Babeta works. Okay, so I have the wheel and the fender in, and I was worrying about rubbing, but oh shit, you won't see it. So it is rubbing a little bit, but just on these things. No, like just on just on this. It's very close, but we are good. Okay, and also, like, I'm so happy it fits. It's working. And look at my new levers. They are so cool. I was hoping that they would match the suspension, and they pretty much do. Wow, that's awesome. They are bicycle levers, but who cares? Okay, so I had to make the hole a little bit bigger so it fits. But this fork has to be longer because cable is short, like the front brake. I have an old rear brake cable there that I was just about to throw out, so I will have to make that one fit in here. So like make my own cable basically. Okay, so the outside part of the cable is shortened. I will cut the cable maybe here. You see? This is perfect. The pull is much better, and I can't even pull it like completely. So the braking will have to be a lot better right now. Okay, so what we have left is basically the engine with the ignition and the fuel tank and some plastics, and like that's it, like and the carburetor of course. But oh, my helper is just leaving. Okay, that's fine. So today is the day when we should start this and go for a test ride. And you know what, today is special. Today I have a coffee in my favorite cup, so today must be the day. I have a few other things that I want to do. This is the front brake cable and it just doesn't hold there. Make a piece of wire so it holds the cable. This is the rear brake cable, so it holds it somehow, because I'm tired of this zip tie method. He came to take a look on me. But so here I have a very temporary solution for now. I did this, you know, like just so the cable doesn't fly around everywhere. So right now what I need, I cut this pipe to make it somehow like this, and then the air filter on top. But I will probably need to make this part shorter and just kinda fit it in there. So yeah, I will tell you when it's done. Okay, but we are getting closer to the first start. And I also forgot to cut off this part again. So I think it's staying there for another season. So the old fuel filter was sitting right here. And like from the heat of the engine, it's deformed, you know, it was straight. So thank you for watching. In the next video we will go for a ride and we will tune the bike and you will see how awesome she is. And if you want, you can support me on Patreon, maybe. Thank you for watching. See you next time. You know, so after trying to get him down from there, he just took the ladder route down, you know, just got down by himself. He just wanted to be in there and be annoying, you know.